Can you hear me? I think everything's going to be okay. I just can't tell by the way the monitor's working. How's everybody doing? Just waiting on that signal that you can hear me, and then we'll get started. There's some interesting stuff going on in the chat. Man, Tony, sorry to hear. Can hear you, but echo. Well, I'm not doing any echo. Am I? There's echo. Interesting. Is it like too big of an echo? Massive echo? Massive echo, huh? Everybody says I have an echo. Okay. Let's see what we can do about that. Probably. Is it really bad? Oh, Lord. Okay. I don't know what to do. Hold on. Let's try this. Is that any better? Is that any better? No, hold on. Is that any better? Check. Yeah, I know. Apparently, I have two mics on. Any better? Yeah. All right. So I got a new setup, and Finn was helping me, obviously. And I haven't tested it yet. So the new setup is a 4K camera. You might be able to see the difference. I don't know. Because it's only shooting in 1080, but I can record in 4K, and that allows me to edit the intros and outros a little bit better. And so, yeah, just got to keep in mind that, yeah, because the camera has a microphone, and, yeah, that's what it was picking up. Okay, I got it. Figured it out. Oh, good. Finn, welcome to the Friday Night Mic Drop. How you doing? She's been up here, man. I got home. It's like, boom. She's in it to win it tonight. Man, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We crossed 100,000 subscribers at 11:04 a.m. Central Time on Monday, and can't thank you enough, the community, for pushing this mission forward. But buckle up, man, because we've got more stuff going on tonight. We're going to dive into some of that for sure. So let me go through the comments and see what we got here. I love some of the comments. Annoying. Heather and Julie, all the folks in green, man, thank you for your support. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you so much. And I'm so, excuse me, I'm thankful about 100,000. We knew it was going to happen. Just, it takes some time, but we got there, and we're already at 103 whatever thousand. So that's awesome. Yeah, Tony, man, sorry about your wreck. Glad you're okay though. That's the bottom line. So, Sarah, thanks for tuning in. And some from Canada, and Lola from Canada. Welcome. Hey, Jill, how you doing? Appreciate you. Yeah, Thanksgiving's coming up. It's weird, man. You get into a cycle of performances. In case you don't know, performers, we don't ever really have holidays off. We are always performing. So in 28 years, I think I've had 2 Thanksgivings off, which is kind of like, wow, right? So you don't get the time to spend it with your family. Your cast becomes your family, so to speak. So, and we usually do something, but the bottom line is you got a show, and your entire day, you can't go on stage after eating a big meal and all that. And it just is what it is, part of the job. So anyway, but yeah, Thanksgiving is around the corner. Sorry about the echo. Learned something tonight, which is awesome. And yeah, sorry about that. Like I said, new camera. The problem is with the camera, man, I'm going through editing and I'm like, oh, man, you can see every wrinkle, every line. I look old. And it could be because I am. I ain't shying away from it though. A little wiser. Anyways, nice clear picture and sound. Thank you, Tony. All right, Finn is on fire tonight. Margaret, thank you so much. I appreciate you for tuning in. And Heather, I appreciate you. Joe, thank you. Let's see. If your back, Jill's back's hurting. All right, sorry. You don't look old. Well, you're supposed to say, well, you look really wise. And who else was? I don't even know how to say it, man. And Brian, you're gonna have to help me. Kabinsi, is it Kabinsi? I don't know. Faye Smith, thank you. Valerie Dibb. Yeah, sorry about the echo. Fred Slack, man, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you. It's so weird. Yeah, it's so weird. Sometimes everybody's number after their name shows up. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't get why that is. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Listen, man, I'm on fire. I'm excited. I put a little survey up there. So I watched the documentary, whatever it's called, Day of Disclosure or whatever. I forget the name of it. It came out at 3:01 a.m. Central or Pacific time, which is 5 a.m. my time. I got up early. I pre-ordered it and watched it. But in true Ryan Pelton geek form, I took notes as I was watching. I had like 9 pages of notes. I just said, there's not going to be not everyone is going to watch this thing. So I wanted to maybe just do a brief live, or it's probably going to have to be recorded. I'll tell you why in a second. And I don't even know if it's going to be an episode, but maybe something on Sunday night. If you're interested, there's a poll up there. Let me know. I'm happy to do it because I think it's important. And what was touched upon is fascinating, but yet at the same time, really all the same information we already know. So it is what it is. Let's kind of review the week real quick. Samuel Chong was on talking about Michel Desmarquet spending 9 days on the planet Thiaoouba, the mysteries that come with that. Interesting. It was a good episode. And I appreciate Samuel. Samuel's a very awesome, sincere person. Just sometimes, it's like you try to get guests to really go there, and sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I say not a lot of views, and it's in the thousands. I'm thankful for it. But it was one of those episodes, and excuse me, still dealing with this. Not unlike last Friday, just kind of like, I want to have interviews that are interesting, and I'm interested in the topics. Sometimes though, it just doesn't go there. And, but I can tell you, man, there are some bangers coming up. I wish I could release everything right now in the can. I wish I could release everything because mind blown. And I hate the fact that I'm literally almost months ahead of y'all, in terms of that, just because I do the recording and, edit it and whatnot. But man, there are some bangers coming up. And I think I mentioned earlier, the reason why I'm kind of stacking some of these episodes is because, number one, a lot of people don't like to do interviews in December. I found that out the hard way last year, thinking, I'll get this guy in December or this guy. No, a lot of people take off December, don't want to do interviews. So that's point number one. Point number two, all of January, I'm on the road. Obviously, you can't do interviews when you're on the road. So got to get January covered. And then, of course, I get back. My last gig is January 31st in Danville, Illinois. And that's all because of Christopher Dunn, which is awesome. He was on Joe Rogan and whatnot. But I'll be back, and then boom, straight back into Legends in Concert. So maybe a week or two of backup there too before I get the machine going again. So you think about that, 2 episodes a week between now and mid-February. That's a lot of episodes. But guess what? I've got it covered. And a lot of it is in the can, just waiting to be edited and uploaded and everything else. So I'm ecstatic. I couldn't be more thankful. And man, some of the topics are fascinating and diverse. And I think you guys just thank you for joining the ride, because we're going to keep on keeping on. And man, there's some stuff that is coming out. There are some things though that are timely, like this disclosure documentary that was just out today. Like I said, I watched it, and I know that there's some people that are not going to spend the $24.95 or whatever on Amazon. Some people don't even have Amazon Prime. So I would like to just kind of maybe review it, get it out there for discussion, if nothing else. So, yeah. Tonight, as soon as the Friday night mic drop is over, there's a case reopened episode. It was episode 18. I refer to it even in this as episode 19. John Jeffers was the one, I think, back in the day that pointed out, he's like, hey man, you're losing track of your episode numbers. Crazy enough, it's easy to do, but it's about AI, and I kid you not, it's ahead of its time. The episode was ahead of its time. For all of you that are interested, I filmed this entire thing, put it together in Santiago, Chile. I was on tour down there. Unfortunate things happened. One of our main castmates, there was a death in the family and had to go back to the States. We weren't able to continue the tour. We basically got stuck in Santiago for a week. And this is awesome, by the way. See this? Finn, who is an amazing kitty, knows how to jump up here, hang out, and not step on the laptop. There are some kitties that look like Finn, named Ace, that haven't got that yet. And boy, that can really screw some things up. It can screw some things up. And man, Finn, you're awesome. Thank you, kitty. Thank you so much for being awesome. Ace isn't awesome. You're awesome. Watch, she'll step on the keyboard now. But anyways, I filmed that in Santiago, Chile. And it was weird because I don't have that much time all the time to really put in the time in to do the research. And I did. And it was like, man, there's great footage in it. If you haven't watched the whole thing, it is relevant to this day. And what's scary about it is that's a year gone by plus. And as crazy as you might think that is, this episode coming up, I mean, it's only advanced, a year and, 6 months or whatever. So, and that information at that time, I'm sure, was not all current. So to understand what we're talking about when it comes to AI, man, watch tonight if you get a chance, and share it. And that's going to be a fundamental part of moving forward, because I've got a professor, a doctor from Baylor University coming on, head of AI there, talking about this stuff. So, kind of get the background. This stuff builds. Look at you missing the keyboard. Oh, that's awesome. We build on this stuff. I try my best to lay a foundation and let's build on it. So, watching tonight it's very entertaining actually, because it's not a lot of me talking. It's other people. So, anyway, let's check out the comments real quick. Oh, thank you, Joe. Joe gave me the shh. I love it. It's an inside joke. Dude, I watched a video of me and my kids filmed, and that's when I noticed I have old man hands. Kibinsi, how old are you? I have no idea. Yeah, I have working hands though. I take a little pride in that. Not necessarily the best looking hands, but I do have working man hands. Uh, I kind of take pride in that. Kristen Turner, appreciate you tuning in. Cabsini. All right, Cabsini. Turn up my volume. Lots of good seats available for Danville. Yeah, I haven't done a promotional push on that yet. Get your tickets for Danville. Go to Fisher Theater. I believe it is. Search Fisher Theater Danville. You can find the tickets for that show. I appreciate you, Heather, for being here. Heather has been here since day one. Thank you. Kate, tickets for Danville. I will have a link at some point. Fisher Theater, though. FISCHER Theater in Danville. Deneen, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. 100K. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. No, this has been all Finn. It's not Ace. If Ace was here, the keyboard would be stepped on and you would know it. Penn's Peak is going to be awesome. No doubt about it. Capsini. It's Hebrew. Is it Capsini? And I don't think Capsini is going to tell me how old he is. Anyways. As we're going on here, I shot this video in Santiago, Chile. I was blessed with time. What else do you do, you know? And we weren't performing. We were there. We had like 5 other dates we were supposed to do, but we were stuck in a great hotel with great internet. And I was like, let's do it. And if you want to know the backstory of what happened on that tour, if you are a Patreon, you can go over to Patreon and check it out. It's called the Chile Files. But it's a past episode, so check it out. Kind of interesting. So, but yeah, AI, it's crazy. Anyways, had a great week of interviews, as I said, stacking this stuff up, man. Jennifer Nizza is coming on, a former medium. Used to be a medium with a powerful, eye-opening story. That's going to be awesome. Guy Anderson, come on. We talked about Tartaria and the Great Reset and suppressed history. And he's coming back to talk about another episode. I don't even want to say what it's about because it's crazy. Talking to Guy is awesome. He's an awesome dude. He's from the UK. But I do know when I talk to Guy, it's going to be edit crazy because it gets deep. Guy brings it. And so there's some things said that, I wish I could get out there, but I understand there's rules and whatnot in the YouTube community. So we'll do our best to follow that. I talked to Preston Dennett from MUFON about, he's like interviewed hundreds of UFO abductees, contactees, high strangeness, and getting his opinion about some things. Jimmy Blanchett, this dude he built this antenna array where he's reflecting radio signals off the moon and receiving responses from something. Very interesting episode. Justin Doc Brown, which I think Doc Brown is funny because that refers to Back to the Future, Doc Brown. We talked about Jack Sarfardi, who wouldn't come on after he realized I wasn't a physicist. But he's like the real life Doc Brown, who that character was built after. So kind of interesting. But Justin is building the case for biblical Bigfoot, Esau bloodlines, stuff like that. So it's going to be a very exciting episode. These are all upcoming episodes, and this is just recorded this week. Got even more next week. So tonight, obviously, like I said before, we've got AI on Case Reopen. Check it out, 7 o'clock. If you stay tuned to this, it'll take you directly to that episode. Next Tuesday, Micah Van Huss is coming back. Second round with Micah. We're going to dig into secret societies. once again. And man, I don't know what it is with Micah or the subjects we're talking about, but strange interference sometimes happens when you're talking about certain subjects. Things that shouldn't happen. Cameras will drift out of focus for no reason. Computers will just shut off for no, I mean, like not for, I mean, this is a, well, not this one, the one that I record with, brand new, top of the line, like $6,500 laptop. Okay. With all the bells and whistles, and it'll just shut off. Kind of interesting. Gear acting up out of nowhere. It is crazy when you talk about certain topics. And what's funny is talking to these people who have done, many interviews themselves, they say the same thing. They're like, yeah, it happens. And I wonder if it's the technology or something else. So I don't know. We'll see. Certain subjects though, man, it's like they just don't want to be discussed. So, we're going to discuss them anyways. So, what was the poll I put up there? I can't even see what it is. 90% said yes. I can't tell how many people. 21 votes. 90% said yes, that they would tune on into a episode or live stream Sunday night about the age of disclosure. So 10% says no. We'll see if that grows any along the way. Age of Disclosure is a documentary that's just out again. It came out at 3:01 a.m. Pacific time, which was 5 o'clock in the morning my time. I sat down. I took 9 pages of notes. It took me about 4 hours to listen to a hour 45 or so documentary. Very interesting. And a lot of questions come out of that. So a couple questions I'd like to raise just to kind of put it out there and get your thoughts. So we'll see how we're going to do it. It's going to be difficult because Sunday seems like the day I want to do it. I want to do it. So it's like, because it's now, so I want to do it as soon as possible. Tomorrow I have 2 interviews, however, and Sunday I have 2 shows. So not sure when the time is going to happen to be able to actually either do it live or record it, but I will figure it out. Finn is watching herself in the computer screen and fascinated by it. That's awesome. Man, excuse me. I got to get past this. Yeah. Anyways, one way or another, I think I'm going to do it because, like I said, I know some people don't even have Amazon Prime. Some people are not going to spend $24 to watch it. So probably end up doing it. As far as the ETA files goes, man, we're just trying to put an episode out every week. I will say some good news and a mea culpa, freely. I will admit this because I've been a little harsh, I guess. And, so there's a gentleman named Nick King, N-I-C, Nick King out of Australia. We are like 17 hours difference. Okay. So basically 8 p.m. my time is 1 p.m. his time. The problem is on which day. So I thought I had my head wrapped around the times, and I did in terms of the times, not in terms of the days. And it is totally my fault because I misread an email. So it was funny. Sunday night, I'm getting ready to go on. It's 8 o'clock. The show is starting at Legends, and I see that Nick King has joined my meeting, which I set up for Monday at 8 p.m. my time, which is 1 o'clock his time, except for him, it was already Monday. It was Sunday night for me. The meeting I sent was for Monday night for me, thinking it was Sunday night for him. So I was going the wrong way in terms of days. We couldn't do it the following day. Nick had a gig, but this week at 8 p.m. on Monday, I will be recording Nick King for ETA Files. and it will be 1 p.m. on Tuesday, his time. So there you go. And that's my fault. Totally my fault. I am sorry. I apologize profusely to Nick and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to talking to him. And then something really cool also happened this week. Of course, I'm part of the Elvis Birthday Tribute Artist Spectacular in January. 8 dates are going to be happening in January. And, along with everything else, performing down in Huntsville at NASA, performing at the St. George Theater in Staten Island. There's another gig possibly that's going to be happening around that area as well. More information to follow. And then the event that's close to my heart because it's Christopher Dunn, who was on the Ryan Files, set this up, Fisher Theater in Danville, Illinois. So I'm going to be on the road all month, basically. But part of this Elvis Birthday Tribute Artist Spectacular Tour, there's 2 key people, not ETAs, but Omar Farrig with Omar Presents. Some of you out there know who this is. And Dan Lentino. I had the opportunity to interview both of them. And I thought it would be cool to do an episode where I'll interview one of them for 30 minutes, the other one for 30 minutes. Omar was, about 35, 40 minutes. It was a great interview, getting the background of everything, the history. And Dan, I thought, would do the same thing. But man, Dan got on and we had an awesome conversation. Lasted like an hour and 40 minutes. Maybe 30 to 40 of it was about the tour itself, but everything else was back history about him and his time with Rick Saucedo back in the 70s when they were performing this stuff when Elvis was still alive. So it's kind of an interesting thing. So that's going to end up being 2 separate episodes, which I'm really excited about. So anyways, if you tune into the ETA Files, we got Nick King, or Michael Chambliss is coming up next week. He's in Hawaii. And that's available for members right now. We got Nick King coming up. We got Omar and Dan, and then the full Dan Lentino episode coming up. Also reaching out to Dwight Eisenhower, for you guys that know who that is, about Elvis 88. So on that side of things, there's some interesting things going on. Hopefully we can keep it going. We will see. Let me look at your comments. We don't have a lot of time left. Where are we at here? All right. Yeah, Penn Speak's going to be awesome. We got to go out to eat at that Sapore restaurant, maybe. That's awesome. Julie, that's awesome. The attorney she works for bought enough groceries to fill 70 food baskets for families for Thanksgiving. That's what you did this afternoon. That is awesome. Capsini is not going to tell his age in public. I'm going to be 53. I bet you I'm older than you. I bet. Yeah, man. Look at all these people in green. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys so much. Kathy Kalish, Margaret, Heather, Fred, Tony, everybody. Thank you guys. Let's see. That's awesome. Julian, great Scott. Wow. Is Dean Z going to be at Graceland? Tell Dean I said hello. I'm trying to get Dean back on. He's always busy. Yeah, I've got the just cough and congestion. It comes and goes. Seems like every time I go to talk here, it comes back. So forgive it. Dan's talented. Yeah. And it's funny getting the backstory of that tour, man. It started back in the 80s. And wow, how lucky am I to be part of it. Yeah, I think people are going to, yeah, Kate, you know both Omar and Dan. Everybody does. So I think it's going to be really nice. A different look at the tour and whatnot. So, Christian, you're going to be 29 in May. Old. Old. I'm kidding. That's awesome. Enjoy it. It only gets better. Apart from, just some joint issues and whatnot, it does get better. I think everyone would agree with that. I don't know. I could be wrong. Bottom line is tonight is kind of a celebration. Hitting that 100,000 subscribers mark. It's funny because I remember in May of this year, being like, that's when things started to kick off. We got to around 1,500 subscribers, and then all of a sudden, like the next week, it was like 1,800. And I was like, holy moly, that has never happened before. And then like the next week, it was like 22 or 2,200 or whatever it was. It was just starting to grow. And I was like, and I remember it was probably around June or something. I was driving home. I had a conversation with someone. I extrapolated it out and I said, man, by the end of the year, I could have like 78,000 subscribers. And there was a part of me in my head was like, yeah, that's not going to happen, but man, that would be amazing. And here we are before Thanksgiving, we hit 100,000. So really tonight's a celebration about you. It's a momentum. It's what this show is built for. It has nothing to do with me other than just being the idiot who is on the other side of the camera. So I just appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate all the input, the episode ideas, the emails I get, everything. It's just awesome. I can't thank you enough. So I'm going to sign off here. Like I said, directly after this, tune in. It's not a long episode. It's only like maybe 40 minutes. But if you haven't seen this episode about AI, it's going to change your paradigm a little bit. Like I said, I'm proud of it. It was before its time. I think it was episode 18, maybe 19. I don't know. But, man, I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you for your support. All the channel members, all the Patreons. It makes a big difference. So we're going to continue to grow this thing, and it's because of you that we can do it. And, man, you motivate me. So thank you. I appreciate you. Stay amazing. Stay positive for sure. What a crazy world we live in. And maybe I'll see you on Sunday night. We shall see. 92% said, yeah. So we'll go ahead and I'll figure out a way to get it out to you. So stay tuned for that. Connect with me on Facebook or X or just tune in to the channel and find out. That's it, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I love you. And we will talk soon, and let's continue to crush it. I can't wait because I get to see some of you guys live, Capsini and everybody else, Heather and Kathy and Fred and so many others, Joe and Margaret. I get to see you guys real soon, which is going to be awesome. So keep on rocking. God bless you all. And that's all I can say, man. We'll talk. Cheers.